going to cover what's on the hearts and minds and lips of pretty much every American right now, and globally. They will blame it on you and the tariffs. It being the whatever they've got cooking up behind the refrigerator right now, the cockroaches in charge. In power, in the media, and in the halls of power on Washington, D.C., for better or worse. So grab your bingo cards, folks, and let's take a walk through the next 3 years as I see it. Number 1, the Great Gaslighting. I've been racking my brain thinking about all the things our government, the corporations, and media seem to move in lockstep on, like synchronized swimmers in a septic tank. We can't raise the minimum wage or inflation will explode. Millennials and Zoomers are lazy. We need mass immigration for jobs Americans just won't do. And like clockwork, every market disruptor comes down the pipeline at ludicrous speed, right when the working class might be getting their footing again. Let's talk about the 6 million manufacturing jobs that were lost since 2001, when we rolled out the red carpet for the CCP and gave China permanent trade status through the WTO. Did those jobs actually disappear due to robotics and automation? I'm sure some of them did, but how many? Or was it just a very convenient story to tell the public while U.S. factories packed up and moved to slave labor central? The timing's funny, isn't it? Number 2, the pyramid scheme economy. We're told wage stagnation is a natural outcome of technology and globalization. What they don't tell you is that this is by design. The system must squeeze the bottom of the labor pyramid every time innovation knocks another rung off. The Fed prints, corporations follow, stocks rise, CEOs get bonuses, and you get 60 hours a week and a wage that buys you last decade's groceries. Maybe. It's not a bug, it's a feature. Why do you think wages flatlined right after the global financial crisis of 2007 and 8? Because that was the perfect excuse to tell us all to tighten our belts while they bailed out the casinos and kept the rig game rolling. Number 3, corporate shielding and media madness. Corporations play a critical role in this shell game. They act as scapegoats for federal screw-ups and vice versa. And the media? The media used to inform our discretion so we could make informed decisions. Now it's largely just a PR firm with a panic button. I don't know exactly when that transformation took place, but I think a growing number of Americans are aware that you basically can't trust anything that comes out of corporate media these days. And it doesn't matter what political bent that they're coming from. These companies don't even care that 80% of the public knows they're lying. And we know, they know, we know. But it keeps going anyways because truth isn't profitable anymore. This is glasnost, inverted. Reality is a funhouse mirror. Pick your headline, pick your enemy, stay angry, stay confused, and don't ask real questions. The next 3 years. Let's look ahead. I've got my 2024 to 2028 worst case bingo card right here. And on square one, I've got the Fed hiking and slashing interest rates to intentionally make things worse. Then blame market uncertainty and tariffs. Bingo square number 2. Trump or whoever rides the wave of discontent flirts with a parallel currency or even taking on the Fed. Cue JFK comparisons, cue problems. Square number 3. Any and all market volatility is blamed on tariffs. Because that's easy. And because they're doing it right now. And they're counting on us not understanding the money system, which, unfortunately, a vast majority of the American people do not. And I don't see that changing anytime soon. They'll say, tariffs equal taxes. I have heard this over and over and over and over and over. It's not true. Any increase to production or importing is going to have an impact on prices. Period. These are market forces at play. We're getting tariffed, we're tariffing back. It's that simple. America doesn't want to play the rigged game anymore. And unfortunately, there's a lot of people here in this country that are making a ton of money off of the dirt cheap labor from overseas. It's not just China, by the way. They're just the biggest culprit. They won't mention trade deficits. They won't mention labor arbitrage. They won't mention China holding our industrial spine in a vice. They'll just say, Trump tanked the economy. It's Hoover all over again. Vote blue and we'll fix everything next time. We promise. Just like they did during COVID. Isn't it funny how COVID just went away when we got the Biden administration? Poof. We found the cure for COVID. It's voting blue, no matter who. Number 5, the real narcissist. Look, I get it. People don't want to pay the fry cook $50 an hour, and maybe that is too much. But I am saying we shouldn't have to torch the entire global economy every time a few billionaire yacht club members get nervous about rising wages. That is the level of narcissism that we're dealing with right now. These people would rather nuke the planet before they paid the serfs enough to afford rent and meat in the same month. And they're going to lie to us the whole way down this spiral. They're going to blame you. They're going to blame your job. Just get a better job, bro. Learn to code. They're going to, learn to code. Meanwhile, AI's coming up and about to replace all those jobs. Learn to code, though. They're going to blame your consumption. Stop eating meat. Eat the bugs. They're going to blame your car.
Oh, you need to get an EV. Get a Tesla. Wait, no, he's the bad guy now. Tesla bad. Take off your logo with some dental floss.
We're coming for you. And of course, your voting record. Did you vote for the orange man? Did you abstain from the vote entirely, like yours truly? Just don't blame the money printers. Don't ever do that. Don't blame the C-suite execs making 400x more than the guy scrubbing the bathroom at 2 a.m. I am not among those calling for pitchforks, despite my earlier jibes in that direction. It was a joke. What I am saying is we're running out of warning shots economically. Either we find a viable path to living wages, or we're going to wake up one morning to a spontaneous, uncoordinated, and very American-style revolt. I am not cheering it, I'm not hoping for it, and I'm not encouraging it, but I can see it from here. I can see the potential for it. Ask yourself this. Do you think Luigi Mangione was the first to eat the rich? Do you think he'll be the last? Can we please not do the FA and the FO? Let's not find out. Let's fix this crap already. And it seems like we've got a blueprint for it. It's not going to happen overnight. This is the one thing where I can get on board with the Dems. These cries about market rallies and market drops and if the market's going to crash, it's going to crash. The dead cat's going to bounce a couple times on this one. But do not listen to anybody that tells you that we're going to be able to determine whether these tariffs are working within a week. Y'all lost your mind. We have had trade imbalance with China, probably the rest of our trade partners, but China, I know, we've had an imbalance with for 30 years. Nancy Pelosi was talking about this back in the 90s. So was Chuck Schumer. These are things Democrats used to rail about. And the Republicans were the ones screwing us. This ain't going to get fixed overnight. It can't. I mean, there's probably a way they could fix it overnight, but they're not going to do it. We're lucky we're even getting this. It's the internet. We're on it. We're complaining. I'm complaining. Well, I still can. Ticked, signing out.